Do you see yourself owning your own designing label, your own designing company?
I thought about that.
Your fashion brand.
About being like a fashion.
Do you
brand.
see yourself being a fashion designer or owning your own fashion brand?
I do. I have so many things that I see myself doing, like styling, being like having a brand, also like having a makeup, being a makeup artist, like a very like.
You can do whatever you want.
Yes, like there's a lot of things that I still want to do, or if, like I'm on the way of doing it. But it sometimes takes time.
No,
takes
it
time,
does.
takes
You
money.
have to have patience.
I feel like
money.
I lately I'm working a lot on myself.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot of like what I present and how I build myself. Some people call me a drag queen. I sometimes disagree because I'm not a queen. Mm-hmm. I might be doing drag, or what I present might be close to what we like know as drag, but my drag is who I am too. My drag is very non-binary, GNC, it's Afrofuturism, and sometimes I digress being called a drag queen because I'm not a drag queen. I might be doing drag, but I'm Afrofuturist.
Yeah.
I'm myself, and being myself and presenting myself the way I present myself sometimes can get people really confused of like, oh, now you're a drag queen, and I would be like, I might be doing drag for you, but I'm just being Afrofuturist. I'm just being me. And that's okay about like me doing drag. Like I love drag race, I love all Dragula and all the drag like world that's out there. And I might be a drag myself. I'm just not a drag queen.
Right.
I'm how we make fun sometimes, I'm a drag day.
A drag king.
Yeah. Not, I mean, drag king is different. Like,
right.
The aesthetic is very different.
Yeah.
I would say like a drag day, or like a very like avant-garde kind of drag, like very like out of the box and non-binary, like kind of like drag.
I love it. I love it.
I love the word drag.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, where I see myself in 5 years? I hope I have a legendary status in 5 years, or any kind of
You
status.
hope you will.
Well,
It's just a matter of where you see it.
Right, yes. Yeah, I hope I have like a status in ballroom community. I hope like in 5 years, I hope I can like travel the world.
So,
And-
hold on. Let's not use the word hope. Can we just say what we want?
You know, my mother, Lana Garçon, New York City mother of the Garçons.
Yeah.
She used to talk and tell me that,
Yeah.
because I would say, Mother, I'm gonna walk a ball, and she'd be like, you're winning, and I'd be like, well, I hope that I would do the best that I can win, because I try to lower my expectations.
I know.
And then I can conquer and I can say I did. Because I feel like I can sabotage myself. I can like, it can be a sabotage of me like saying like I'm gonna win, or like I'm winning this one, which on the top of my mind, no, I'm winning. Like, come on. But I'm like, I try to be like as much humble as I can, like I hope. But yeah, I feel like in 5 years I will be traveling the world. In 5 years I will be coming back to Brazil. And I would be doing balls. I would be like doing workshops all around. I would be like, I really wanna travel and talk about my story, talk about my aesthetic, like how we can talk about styling, we can talk about bazaars, we can talk about fashion, we can talk about upcycling,
Mogul brand,
like how we can talk about constructing things out of non-conventional materials. Because that's basically what I do. I take a chair and transform it into a headpiece or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The whole latex ball, it was like there was a store. I live in Williamsburg, and in the corner where I live, there was a store that was closing. They had mannequins, dummies, and then it was like I asked them for a dummy, and they charged me $25, and it was like, damn. And then the moment I got my $25, my mannequin for $25, 10 minutes later, they put all of the dummies on streets. And I got 2 more. It was like, just because you charged me, I'm gonna get 2 more. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm gonna get 3 now for $25. And I got 3 dummies. And then with the dummies, that's actually how I started the conceptualizing my look for the latex. 2 of the dummies I put inside on top of my head, and I did my effect. It was literally the 2 dummies that I got from a store.
I showed him the picture right before you got here. I said, look at this. Look at this. Where did he get this idea? So that was it?
Yeah.
I literally showed Paris the picture before you got here.
Yes.
That is incredible.
He started with the dummies. He started with the mannequins. Like, the mannequins was there. And I was like, I don't know what to do for the latex ball. What about if I put these 2 mannequins on top of my head? That's how the whole started. It was like, how am I gonna do that? So let's study, let's construct, let's do all the ingenuity. So that's how I got it. My first latex grand prize was the look that I made our shower curtain.
Out of shower curtains.
Shower curtains, yes.
I love it.
It's like upcycling is very important to me, recycling, and like making things out of non-conventional materials.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there is a lot of waste we have.
Yeah.
And we have this idea of like consumption, and everything has to be new, brand new, everything has to be design made, everything has to be like whatever that is. And sometimes there are things in your home, in your room, that you can actually transform into something so fab that nobody has thought before. And has, yes, right? Because nobody's turning the wheel.
Yeah.
But it can be as fab as you getting a designer, or you like buying something, like, and it's gonna be way more special to you because that's something that's from your vision. Like, nobody saw it coming. So
nobody sees it coming.
Right? Like,
I did see coming you winning that award this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's this weekend. That was cute.
What does it mean to be the House of Garçon?
Yes, so being in a legendary international house of Comme des Garçons is like very honored, very like, it's something that I look up to so many times, because the Garçons was a house that I used to be a fan when I was in Brazil, and I've never thought in a million years I would be a Garçon. And then when I came to New York City, I just met my mother Alana, and she's like, do you want to come to practices? I was like, sure, let's do practice. I was doing practice with some other houses at the time, because I was like trying to figure it out where I would go, and like just knowing the scene, because I was really new to New York City. I definitely fall in love with like the whole house, with like the whole mission they have in the house. I joined the house in November of last year, like 2023. And then they have a ball, it's like the Black Is Ball, 11/11, which is like my induction and the announcement of new members. And that's when I walk with this look. Actually, that's the second time today that I'm wearing this look that I love so much. And since then, that was October. We are in July. So we have 9 months. Since then, I'm the member of the quarter from the spring, the first newsletter of the house. And now for the new newsletter, I am the effect of the quarter. And also I got the freshman of the year. I got the latex ball. I have 2 more grand prizes, one for Genesee Runway, another one for Bizarre. I have a best dress, also grand prize. So since I joined the house, it feels like everything has done it right. Like, has only been like 9 months, I guess. And I'm not just the freshman of the year in less than a year. Like 6 months, I got the freshman of the year and like member of the quarter right away. I was like blown away because I didn't expect so many things would happen, like
in 9 months,
like so quickly. Like all the things happening was so quickly, and I was like, what? And I was
9 months.
Yes, and was like it got me really surprised because I didn't saw any of this coming. But then they keep looking at me in a way that I even like couldn't see. I couldn't understand, or I couldn't believe they would see me like that. And then to be like, okay, it's validating. It feels right. It feels good. I'm home. And they see like this GNC person is doing something right because I was saying like advocating for more GNC space in ballroom. They give me all these awards. I would say awards, but all like acknowledgement makes me feel like I'm in the right place doing the right thing.
I love it.
Especially as a GNC.
I love it.
Because today I have other people who are GNC who look up to me, who come to me is like, oh, you're such an inspiration. I want to walk balls because you're walking balls.
Yeah.
So people coming at me like every single time, like talking about GNC and like how they can walk or how I'm being like inspiration for them. And that for me is very honorable because that's what I advocate for, that what I want to do. It's like bring more GNC representation to ballroom. I'm not the first one to walk GNC. I'm not claiming that, and I would never claim that. But I feel like I've been an important figure for the GNC community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And to improve it as well.
Yeah.
Knowing that you've already experienced the changes in the community. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's talk a little bit about this beauty here.
What? Oh, this little thing. Oh my God.
Speaking of awards.
Oh my God. This one is the latex grand prize, which I won in June last month for the bizarre category. It was $1,000, $1,000 cash prize, and I won. And that's for me was the most meaning. I mean, it hasn't been like 10 years ballroom. It was like only 9 months. So, and this is already, I know it's gonna be one for the books. I know it's gonna be my baby forever because it's not just my first latex, but it's also a full circle moment because that's won the latex 5 years ago in the bizarre category where I found love for ballroom and I decided I want to do ballroom. And then 5 years later, coming back, walking bizarre and winning in the biggest ball in the world.
With your mom's support.
With my mom's support, in my house walking me, my house there supporting me, and my Lana, my garçon mother being like, you're gonna win. And I was like, mother, I'm not sure because I don't know if it's big enough. I don't know if it's good enough. And she was like, you're gonna win. You just go there and do your thing because you're gonna win. And when I hold that grand prize on that stage, I couldn't believe it. I look at her, it was like, Mom, am I really holding? And she looked at me and she was like, I told you so. So it was like memorable.
I love it.
And to get like also 1K, my first 1K, in like such a little
and
time.
Wishing you many more KKKKs,
Please,
Ks, let it rain, all the Ks.
So yeah, this one's very special.
This is really gorgeous, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And a big shout out to the Latex Ball. One day I will be attending.
Yeah, shout out to Luna Cam, who is
Hi,
the producer.
Luna. Oh my God, can't wait to meet Luna. And then, ta-da!
And GMCH, with the organization responsible for the latex, which means Gay Men in Health Crisis. There's a lot of like healthy organizations that supports ballroom, especially the ones that advocate for AIDS and HIV, and GMCH is one of them. So a big shout out for GMCH for doing the latex every year and bringing to the community so much about the importance of awareness through health system and through like educating, but not just educating, but supporting,
spreading awareness.
Spreading awareness, but giving also support and giving tools so people can have in order to understand and to understand what that means, but like move in a ways in order something happens to them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to them. And then now we have this beauty here. Tell us a little bit more about this grand prize.
This one is my Power Ranger. Oh, I don't know how to put it out. This one is the awareness ball, which I won this past weekend on Saturday.
With an amazing outfit.
It was like a green outfit. So
incredible.
That one was really special too because it was the awareness ball.
Yeah. And
the awareness ball, they have 3 colors. The theme of the ball with 3 colors was red, which is the awareness for HIV and AIDS. They have green, which was health. They have red, HIV and AIDS. They have green, with mental health and stigma, and they have purple, which is substance use. So I chose green because I feel like mental health is very important. It's also something I talk a lot with my children in Brazil about mental health. And then I did this whole green a warrior because the category was calling for a warrior. So I came all the way back from my childhood, from a Power Ranger powerhood. I was like, I want to do a Power Ranger villain. So I did, and I got the grand prize. But until I got this grand prize, you don't even know the struggle that was to get this. I got to the ball late, and thank God they're also late. The ball was also late. It was like an hour late, and I was already late. And I got there, and I met my mother, and we found the place. And when we put our stuff there, and then she asked me to steam her dress, and I steamed her dress, and I have some finishes to do in my look. And I plugged the glue gun, and I started gluing my part of my legs effect. Mm-hmm. And then the glue gun exploded in my hand, like literally exploded. And there was like so
there was an explosion?
It was black smoke coming out of the glue gun. It was like, and then explosion. I was like, what happened? And then my look wasn't finished. So it was like, what? I was like, mother, my glue gun just exploded. And she was like, what? What? And she was like crazy, like running around. It was like, mother, I need a lighter. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, go get me a lighter. And she got me a lighter, so I got the what's the name of the glue tube? The glue.
Burning it.
I was just burning with the lighter.
With a free flame.
Yes, and like gluing, and I burned my mother, like something spilled in her leg. And she was like, God. Get out of here. I was like, mother, get out of here. Like, don't be close to me because everything's getting crazy now. And then I burned her. I was like, so sorry, mother. I was
sorry for your burn.
Yes, she still has the marks today.
Sorry for your burn. But we love the award. We're very grateful for the award.
Yes, and I was just me and my mother because my other members didn't came to the ball. It was me and my mother walked before me, face. And then she went upstairs to walk the ball. And it was just me right there trying to put everything together. And she called somebody. And then she was like, can you help my child, please? It was actually the father, the new NYC father of the House of La Beija. Thank you so much. You don't know how grateful I am for your help. He was literally laying like on the floor, helped me to put my look together.
That's beautiful.
And somebody came to us, they say like, Bizarre is next. Yeah. I only have one leg on. And I know by the time I put the other leg, I would miss my category.
Yeah.
And I did anyways. I put everything, we do everything fast. When I walk there, they just close the category. And then I missed my category for Bizarre. But nobody walked, which is like an advantage. So I was freaking out. I was like walking back and forth. And I was like, mother, you gotta talk to somebody. You gotta see. I gotta walk because I wanna walk. Nobody walks. Somebody has to walk. And I was like going in it. And my mother was like also freaking out. And everyone was getting nervous. My friends was like, why you didn't walk? And I was like, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me right now. I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment.
I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna walk. And then my mother talked to somebody, the producers, the chant, the commentator. And then you're like, okay, we're gonna open again. And then eventually they opened the category, and then I walk, and I got my grand prize. But it was a journey.
To those people that don't know what a mother means in the community, what does it mean?
Oh, ugh. That's what that means. Being a mother, it's hard. It's like I feel like not just in the community, but be a mother in general. It's not an easy task.
It's not.
Raising a child, raising a human being, or educating a human being, giving all the support and energy to a human being is not that easy. It's not an easy task to do. So especially like in a community where we have so much prejudice and we try to help people out with so many circumstances, different challenges, is very hard. But if it wasn't for the mothers and the fathers, we wouldn't have a community.
Got it.
So I'm very thankful for the mothers and fathers who came before me, for the mothers and fathers I have today, and for the mother that I am, because what I do, I just not do for me, I do for others. My mother, Lana, she's a very giving person. She's very sweet. And she's known for that. She's known for being very sweet. She's known for being very giving. And the way she is, the way she's just like gives everything she has to everybody. She wants to help everyone out. Unconditional, because she doesn't ask back. It reminds me of my own biological mother.
Yeah.
My own biological mother is the same way. If she has something and somebody's in need, she would just give it. She doesn't even care. And it's very like that. And I'm really happy that I found a mother that I can relate so much to my biological mother.
That's great.
So
Lana, we love you.
We love you. Yeah, I love you really much, like a lot much. So she knows that. She's my mother. She will always be my mother. And she's the mother of the mother because she is such an amazing person. I love her so much. But yeah, it's hard being a mother, but at the same time, it's a mission. Like, I don't feel like people choose to be a mother. Like, it's a calling that you just answer. I didn't choose to be a leader, and as a leader, I was always right. I wasn't always like doing the best choices for my community, and I learned through that. Today, I would say I'm way more. I'm a best leader that was before, because you learn how to
take on the
navigate, how to take a role, especially like working as a collective in a group. You have to learn how to, I would say emulate, but it's not a word. You have to know how to step back, because sometimes your needs is not the collective needs.
And your perspective doesn't align.
Yes. So this being a leader it taught me that, because sometimes I would say, is this, and it is what it is. And a lot of people would disagree with me, or they would say, oh, I see differently, or the entire group of like, oh, I see differently. And I'll be like, no, I believe in my vision, that's gonna be what I'm saying. And through that, I made not good decisions, and then I learned that I have to listen to the collective. I have to step back, and even though I might not agree with everybody, or I might not see what they're seeing, we are a collective, and they gotta do what they gotta do, and I gotta do what's the best for everybody, not just for me.
And bring everything to a balance.
Yes, everything has to be in a collective decision. When it comes to my Kiki house in Brazil, even though I'm here in New York City, but I'm still responsible for most of the projects. I write for them.
Yeah.
We have meetings where I talk to them about production, about producing the balls, and how to do some kind of like events or actions or workshops and everything. I give them all the tools, but at the end of the day, they make their own choices, because I cannot make choices for them. One, because I'm not there, and two, because my choices might be differently, or might be different from their choices.
So they have the freedom to manifest.
Yes, they have the tools, but they figure it out by themselves.
Got it.
And I will support them whatever decision they make.
That's amazing.
So I feel like that's more about being a leader, and that's something I learned over time. And that's motherhood for me. Like, that's like giving to them whatever I have. Like, if it's like knowledge, if it's support, if it's like clothes, whatever I have, I would always share with them. I would always give to them whatever they need. If it's like financial support, if I have money, I would give to them for whatever they need to, because that's how I can give back, and not just give back, but I also can build myself into the community and be like a role for them, because they look up to me so much, especially like being here in New York and now in the mainstream scene and getting all these awards and recognition and everything. So they look up to me so much that I want them to have the same path.
You're the bridge.
Right, I want them to go whatever they want to go and do whatever they want to do and have the same success that I might be having today.
That's beautiful.
And I told them, like, get your passport ready, because I'm here waiting for you to come here so you can conquer the world. Come on.
And start a huge production house.
Come on now.
I mean, what do you see next?
Okay, what's next? I feel like there is no limit for what's next. I know what I want next. I want to keep being out there, keep creating.
Where can they find you?
Right? You can find me anywhere. Afrofuturist on Instagram and platforms, which Afrofuturist. But
And we'll have the link added to all of your...
Yeah, the link is right here.
Yeah.
Right, like right here, Afrofuturist. The link right here. Just click it. But yeah, where they can find me, what's next. I feel like there is no limit for what's next. I just wish I will be just keep creating, keep being out there, keep being passionate and about what I do in ballroom, outside the ballroom with my children. But something that I wanna do next and I want to happen next, I wanna come back home. I want to hug my mother because I miss her so much.
And your children?
I might be like really confident in the way I talk and really honest, but it's challenging. Nobody knows the challenge of being an immigrant in another country, because when I got here, I didn't speak any language, any English or anything. I learned in school, but mostly I learned by myself with my discipline. I would be spending weekends and a week in my room watching YouTube about grammar and about like English so I can communicate. And for me, it has been 2 years since I got here without like going back to Brazil. And I feel like next for me is like me being able to go back and hug my mother and see my children and just be there with them and feel them, because I miss my mother so much. I miss my house so much. But other than that, just like keep creating, keep doing my thing. Like I don't feel like there is nothing left to do. There is a lot to do, but nothing left to do, if you know what I'm saying. Like I'm already doing what I'm supposed to do, and I feel whatever happens next is gonna happen anyways. I will keep being out there. I will keep like trying to reach to other opportunities for sure. But I just wanna come back. I wanna come back home. I wanna look at my mother and tell her that I'm happy and I'm doing everything that I told her I would do. And I want her to be happy of my path and what I do. So that is not such a big dream of mine than coming back and hugging my mother.
I love you, and thank you for being with us. It means the world to us.
Yeah, that's my first podcast, actually. That's my first opportunity of like telling my story in English, in like documenting my story and telling my truth of who I am. A lot of people don't know who I am, where I come from, or like what's my journey. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity to talk about my roots, my visions, my story, and everything that comes with Afrofuturist. So thank you.
Thank you for your time, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to have you here on my first podcast show.
Yes.
Pretty much.
First of many that has to
First of
come.
many, and
Yeah.
likewise, first of many awards and many KKKs for you to win.
Thank you. Thank you.